Hello everyone, now here's a short but cool video for you. This shows a Russian MANPAD engaging a Ukrainian helicopter just as a S-8 rocket bombardment hits the area. Now, the MANPAD missile did miss, to the surprise of absolutely nobody. We know that because we've had zero reports of interceptions from Russia or Ukraine. But what surprised me about this video most is how dangerous these unguided rockets are and how many impacts there are. There's a lot of impacts seen in the area. Now, I usually dismiss these as being quite useless, but I can see the purpose here in suppressing a wide area. Now, they are very inaccurate. You can see some land harmlessly in the water or hit the field, but there are the occasional hits on buildings as well. I imagine they would be pretty useless at hitting a exact spot, but good for suppressing a wide area like this and keeping Russian heads down. And maybe even revealing the positions of air defense systems. This MANPAD team has now revealed their location to any spotter drone and FPV drone in the area. Now, the geolocation's on screen now, and I've put the marker on the building where the MANPAD was launched from. The arrow showing which way it was shooting, and here a side by side with a screenshot of the aftermath of the strike. Many rockets hit here, but I can only see hits on the buildings highlighted. The rest of them impacted here, there, and everywhere, including some in the water, some on barren ground, and that sort of thing. This is the rough impact area, over 500 metres wide, so these S-8 rockets are not very precise at all. But as mentioned, there were a lot of impacts, so any troops in this area are certainly going to be keeping their heads down. Both Russia and Ukraine are using helicopters to launch rockets like this. They fire them at an upward angle, which decreases the accuracy but ensures that the helicopter doesn't enter MANPAD range. But strikes like this must be serving some sort of purpose, or why would Ukraine and Russia carry on doing them? Now, something else interesting about this, the direction that the MANPAD fired. It fired roughly northeast as shown. These have short ranges. I put the line at the upper limits of most Russian MANPADs at about 5 kilometers. Really though, they'd engage targets at a much shorter distance than that, and even at 5 kilometers, it still doesn't cross the Dnipro river. So either Ukrainian helicopters here are actually crossing the Dnipro in order to fire, hinting at a complete lack of Russian air defense coverage in the region, or Ivan here was firing at something else, maybe another endangered stork flying overhead. This was reported as him engaging the helicopter, but I wonder if he may have actually been trying to down a spotter drone instead. Unfortunately, the splashes don't give any indication as to the direction the rockets came from, and it does seem a bit of coincidence that he fired his MANPAD at something at pretty much the exact same time that a helicopter was carrying out a rocket launch. So I do think it possible that he was trying to engage a helicopter here. But I can't say for certain whether that's the case and that Ukrainian helicopters are now crossing into Russian-occupied airspace to carry out missions. But an unusual one. Maybe he just saw a passing T-72 turret and fancied his chances. This might not actually have been a rocket attack at all, but just 80 or so T-72 turrets coming down from orbit. This was in the area of Oleshky shown here. I haven't heard much from this region for a while. There were rumours that Russia was planning to cross the Dnipro here in force earlier this year, but it seems even Russia realised that would be a stupid idea. So, an odd place for a rocket strike like this. I would expect rockets to be used more on more active fronts. It seems mainly drone warfare taking place here, with Russia targeting Ukrainian civilians and Ukraine hunting down Russian drone teams. I can't help but wonder if the purpose of this was as I suggested earlier, to force a MANPAD team to expose the positions so UAV operators can bag them. If so, then it certainly worked. The MANPAD team did give away their position, so hopefully there was an FPV drone lurking in the area as well. So that's it for this video. Hope you found it interesting. Now I'm going to play a video from Nadia about the ongoing fundraiser. Thanks very much and take care everybody.
Hi friends, there is a good chance you remember me. My name is Nadia, and due to your help I was able to buy a pickup truck for the soldiers of the 59th Brigade. With the beginning of the full-scale Russian invasion into Ukraine, my husband and I decided to help our soldiers, so our volunteering path began. My husband is a mechanic, That's why our main focus is on the repairing vehicles, which help our defenders at the front line. Now my husband decided to join his fellows in Ukrainian armed forces. The unit where he serves needs a pickup truck to bring supplies to the positions and to evacuate people from the front line. I'm very thankful to Jack for running this fundraising for us, and to you all for supporting our country and our brave defenders. Thank you, my friends. Glory to Ukraine.
Героям слава!